Greetings. I don't say good morning or good anything to anyone anymore because for some people, it's not a good day. For lots of people who are experiencing loss, it's not a good day. And I get that. I understand that. So I say greetings to you from the depths of my spirit, from all of the positive energy that I can muster on a daily basis that I have within the reserve to give you. I am constantly in pain management mode, which most people are. I watch things on social media. I see the definite huge amount of loss that everyone is going through and sustaining right now. And it is so tough because I do pray for people, even in the midst of my own things that I'm going through, being almost 2 months into losing my daughter and having to raise her 3 children that are 3, 5, and 7. The different transitions that it is taking them, trying to get back to a normal routine and schedule. But what is normal? Nothing is normal. Nothing is normal when your mother is ripped out of your life due to a major heart attack. Nothing is normal when my daughter is ripped out of my life. Normal has to be redefined, and people say there's a new normal. No, there ain't nothing normal about this shit, about this pain. However, I've learned a few things. I have learned that when it comes to my mental health as a Black woman, the only thing that I know how to do is to navigate through things knowing what is familiar and what I can handle versus what I've already handled, so that I can put a plan and a process in place in order to do so. I know that I'm a strong woman of faith. I believe in the power of a higher being that resides on the inside of me. And therefore, I have to, at any given point, when I feel as if I have nothing else, tap into that higher self that people call, that God-like being, that universal power, that faith that has grounded me all of these years. And I've found myself lately having to tap into that like never before because of the amount of pain on a daily basis that I endure throughout this past several years. It's more than grieving loss of the 8 loved ones that I've lost over the last few years. The gut punch of losing my daughter. But the relationship of 14 years that is over, that I'm also, trying to deal with mourning. Also, my job. I lost my job 2 years ago. It's just been a perpetual clusterfuck of losses, it seems. And that causes a pain. And what I know from being a fighter and an advocate of better lives for people, it's been a way of life for me. What I know from knowing how to master love and using love as a tool is that pain management is super important. It's super important for my mental, my spiritual, my emotional, and my physical. My entire self, my whole being. I have got to know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, as a fighter and a soldier, how to manage severe, intense pain. Which is interesting because within those 2 years of loss of my job of 10 to 11 years, and then loss of my 8 relatives, I then came down with fibromyalgia, which I've come to know as PTSD resident in your body. And I've found that there is pain that hurts, because there's some shit I'm going through that hurts. And then there's pain that alters. And I'm experiencing the pain that alters. The pain that alters is the pain that you experience that says, I won't be this person again. I won't do that again because I can't. I have to do things differently. And so I want to talk about that pain, because that pain that alters is interesting. It could be grief, it could be loss, it could be physical, emotional, mental, what have you. But we all, I believe, experience the type of pain that alters. And I'm not a punk. Never have been. I don't come from punks. My mama wasn't no punk. My daddy, I don't come from wimpy punks. I come from strong people. As a black woman, coming from a lineage of black people and all that I don't need to tell you about. When I walk in the door, just being black, you deal with some shit that's just painful. So you learn innately how to handle and manage pain that you don't even recognize. Like the pain of embarrassment. That's emotional and mental. The pain of disappointment. That's emotional and mental. You know, you just develop a fucking core that says, I can deal with that. But that shit builds up in your body as stress and sickness. This is why our people, our black people, are dying of high blood pressure and diseases, and we eat and we cover because we're trying to manage fucking pain. Inordinate, unimaginable pain that you have no choice in having to manage. So what I'm saying is, if we know that, let's develop a plan. You need a pain management plan, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, psychological, what the hell ever. Do yourself a favor and love yourself enough to know that you're going to have to do pain management. And get you a plan together so that you can allocate so much time during the course of a day to manage the emotional energy it takes to deal with pain, the physical energy that it takes to deal with pain, the mental and the spiritual energy, whether that's your prayer, your meditation, whatever it is, whether it's running, whether it is exercising, whether it is being good to yourself, whatever it is, put it in place. Because what you're down here to do will be thwarted if you don't have a strategy for pain management. Because you'll be here drinking and smoking and just existing and taking up space in pain. And hurt people hurt people. You'll walk around bitter and angry and hurt. And I know I sound like I'm bitter and angry and hurt, and I am. But you know what? This video log is a part of my pain management. Because as it comes, I got to get it out. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what you think of me anymore. I don't give a shit. What I care about is managing pain in a way that causes me to get the feelings and the emotions and all of that out so that it does not take up residence in my body and become an enemy of my purpose. Because time, I only have 160 some hours a week, and I can't get that back. So I have to use it wisely and allocate it wisely and manage it wisely. And I encourage you to do the same. Think of what is causing you pain and stress and anxiety and frustration and emotional duress, and attack it. Manage it. Manage the hell out of it. Plan for it. Just like you have goals, plan for it. Know that on a daily basis, you're going to need to plan for how to manage all of those things. If that means you got to get help, if you have to have therapy, if you have to talk to a friend, no matter what it is, have a plan for managing pain. I promise you, the longevity of your life will be the result. The peace that you have throughout your day will be the result of you learning how to have a proper pain management tool. Because again, there is pain that hurts and there is pain that alters. And the pain that alters will change you into someone you don't recognize. So allow it to change you into someone who is a better steward and manager. Be your own project manager of pain. That's all I got for you today. Love ya.